Welcome to Better HR in 10 Minutes, where we take an HR question and discuss it in 10 minutes or less from the perspective of an employment law attorney and an EEO trainer. I'm the employment lawyer. I'm Sarah Glasser, and I'm a shareholder at Lloyd Gosling, Rochelle and Townsend in Austin, Texas, where I head up the firm's employment law practice group.
And I'm the trainer. I'm Rodney Klein. I have over 30 years experience working with the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission and as owner of my own training firm.
Okay, so usually at this point in our videos, I give a disclaimer about how what we're going to talk about today is not legal advice, but I have a surprise today, Rodney's surprise. Today, we're not going to talk about anything legal related. I have a fun question for you, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to talk about this. What's your favorite part of your job?
This is hard. I don't really like talking about myself, which is weird because I talk for a living, right? But there's a few things that I really enjoy about this work. One is that it's good work, right? The idea of solving these problems internally, solving these problems with individuals as far as equality and fairness and respect. Those are big issues. And I like thinking. And so I like kind of putting my mind on those issues and trying to figure out how to make them work, but also how to explain them to people. I find a lot of times we can come up with the answers, but it's hard to sort of translate them to individuals. And I like that process. And I also just like the really cool people that I meet. And for those that have watched the videos, many of you I know have met and just really enjoy doing that and doing that kind of work. I always say it's a privilege to work with sincere people. And I've gotten the opportunity over the years to work with a large number of sincere people. So if you can ask me that question, I can ask you the same question. Why do you enjoy your work?
Well, I'll start by co-signing everything that you said.
That's cheating.
I know,
That's
no,
cheating.
but I got other stuff too. But I have to validate that it's the people and it's doing good work. And by extension of that, oftentimes when you're an attorney and you represent organizations or companies or the government, you are accused of being the man. And I have always taken a little bit of exception to that. Because I went into employment law and I have stayed in employment law and I love employment law because I think that I am in fact the person who helps make the man better. It is my job to help employers and organizations and governmental entities comply with the law and treat their employees right and treat them fairly. And if you were just listening to our ethics video, bring the human back into complying with the law, and that's really why I love it, at least on a base level, because it's making employment and making organizations better for people. Honestly, Rodney, I have to admit as well, I'm really nosy and I love drama and gossip and I love talking on the phone. So this is the type of job that is perfectly primed for me because I get to there's no denying that people do some pretty wild things. And so I love being a part of that too, but on the sideline.
Well, let me ask you that kind of a follow-up to that, because I think when most people think of attorneys, they think, well, your job every day is court stuff and here's the legal papers that we're writing, and here's the stuff we do. But what percentage of your time is simply sort of trying to make your client understand what the right thing is to do?
Okay, that's a great question, and that provides a lot of context into all of this because I think most employment lawyers are perhaps to a large extent litigators, and I'm not. My litigation docket is probably 10% of my week or my month, so I don't litigate very often, and I'd be remiss if I didn't make a joke about the fact that I don't litigate very much is because I give such good advice. But no, that so my practice and the time and my day is spent sending emails and talking on the phone and helping my clients work through problems. I draft policies too, and I do training and all of that stuff. But I don't litigate very much, and so I really am squarely in the box of helping people make their organizations run better, work better, and make it a better place for their employees. So I'm sure we share that sentiment in that it's a very fulfilling work.
Yeah, it is. And I've been at it for a long time. And I like to think that I've done some good things over that period of time. I know I've gotten a chance to help people and to work on a topic that is extremely complex and and needs to be continually discussed and talked about and prodded and moved along until we finally get someplace that we're all really proud of.
Yeah, we are all better together. And in that vein, more ADA content next week. Okay, well, if there's anything Rodney and I can do for you, please don't hesitate to reach out.